My name is Laura Schnapp. I'm the soil conservationist in the Payne County Stillwater Field Office, and I do not work at the state office. So we've put away some numbers and some graphs for now, and good job making it through so far. This is one of my first Farm Bill meetings, and it's a lot of information. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I can. I'm sitting through it, right? So most of the information this evening is going to be pretty general because we're still waiting to get through the regulation process and come from the Office of Budget and Management, the rules, and we hope to have that in January. The 2018 Farm Bill has got 3 national priorities: water quality and quantity, soil health, and precision agriculture. Regardless of the NRCS program, those three priorities come to us from national, so we'll be focusing on those. In Oklahoma, we have 4 main programs. One's the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, which continues to offer assistance to farmers and ranchers to install and implement conservation practices to protect water, air, and soil quality, as well as wildlife. Then we have the CSP, or the Conservation Stewardship Program, and once some of the more obvious resource concerns have been addressed, the Conservation Stewardship Program will continue and provide technical and financial assistance to those that are actively managing and maintaining an existing conservation system, and to implement additional conservation activities to take it up to another level. Then we have the Agricultural Conservation Easement Program, which it's 3 easement programs that has been consolidated into one, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. And then the Regional Conservation Partnership Program. It's a partnership program, a way that we can collaborate with different partners and try to leverage dollars to get conservation done at a larger scale. So with regards to the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, which we call EQIP, it's continued from the previous Farm Bill. I mentioned some of the national priorities, and regardless of those national priorities, we are locally led, and we use a locally led process. And what that means, if anyone was at the annual Ag Banquet that is held every March, Anita Kaufman with the Conservation District puts out a survey, and we really try to get folks to fill that out, because that's how we help identify our local priorities. So water quality, air quality, soil health, those are all important, but local priorities were determined to be brush management, water, whether it was livestock water or too much or too little water on cropland, and then soil health. Those were where we're going to be targeting some of our local funding. With regards to eligibility, we have 2 types of eligibility. One is for the land and one is for the producer. Rangeland, cropland, hayland, pasture, environmental sensitive areas, all those types of lands are eligible. And then as far as the individuals, farmers, ranchers, foresters, livestock operations, conventional, organic, specialty crops, and then there's an asterisk with regards to the historically underserved. There's opportunities for beginning, limited farmers, veterans, and socially disadvantaged farmers to get an additional cost with these financial assistance programs, as well as some funds up front versus waiting until you implement to get that financial assistance. Next is the Conservation Stewardship Program. That's one where we've taken care of a lot of the major resource concerns. You got a good system in place, a good conservation system in place, and you want to take it up to the next level with regards to your management. Participants earn CSP payments for conservation performance. The higher the performance, the higher the payment rate. Next slide just shows some examples of some activities or enhancements that can be implemented to take that to the next level. These are examples of ones for soil health. We got cover crops, we got stuff with pest management, riparian buffers, field borders, stuff like that. And those are just some examples. There's ones for livestock and rangelands as well, such as prescribed grazing to implementing prescribed grazing to help with water quality, or implementing a prescribed patch burning to reduce pest plant pressure. So, for example, you've gone through and you've done your brush management and removed a bunch of cedars, and then you're going to get a flush of additional cedars from all the seeds that are out there. Well, the fire can, if the trees are small enough, they can help take care of those. Here's an example of enhancement or an activity you could do to help benefit wildlife. This is just an example. I think the photo is out of Custer County, a pollinator planting. We've done several of these in odd areas of a field that you can't necessarily crop, or the easement program helps landowners, land trusts, and other entities protect and restore and enhance wetlands, grasslands, and working farms and ranches. I really like that idea, working lands, working ranches. It's important that y'all stay in business, and we want to help you do that. With the easement program, there's two different types. There's the wetland reserve program and an agricultural land easements. The wetland reserve easement restores, protects, and enhances wetlands, while the ALE, or ag land easements, is to protect the agricultural use, viability, and related conservation values by limiting non-ag uses and restoring and conserving eligible land. RCPP. This one I don't hear talked about much in Payne County, but the idea is there's some partners that have gotten together with the agency, and it's a way to leverage some dollars, and they get together to focus on something, whether it's monarch habitat, which is one we've done in the past. We have one that's statewide right now in partnership with the Oklahoma Conservation Commission that's focusing on soil health. So that's another program that if you got some cropland or even rangelands, I see a lot of go-back fields that used to be cropped that are coming back, or broom sedge, bloom stem, or tickle grass or prairie grass, that maybe there's some nutrient issues going on that we can come in and offer technical assistance, which could maybe lead to financial assistance to help that soil health. And it all starts with the conservation technical assistance. The financial assistance, those are our programs, and you do have to compete for them. But the conservation technical assistance is something that we do for free. You have an issue, you have a concern, you have a plant, you don't know how to treat it, or you want some ideas of how to reduce or get rid of this weed, or you got a leaky pond. We get a lot of calls for leaky ponds because a lot of them were built 40, 50 years ago, and they're past their practice lifespan or how long we think that they should last. And so just calling us up, stopping in and saying you have a concern, you'd like some help. We are the USDA's technical agency to be able to offer that assistance. So if you wanted to get started with NRCS, which FSA is one of our sister agencies, we're in the same building, you call us up or come in. I brought some business cards with me. Feel free to stick around and pass them out. But you come in and visit with us, say you're interested in, this is a new piece of land, or I'm having issues with some erosion over next to the stream. You come in and we can help develop a conservation plan with you. It's a voluntary program. You can then go turn around and implement it, or you can try to get some financial assistance through one of the programs that I visited about.